Hello everyone, I'm Nini FC and this is Blue Lines TV, and today I'm bringing you guys an exclusive news video surrounding a new manager that we have been having secret discussions with, and you guys are going to be very excited to hear this news. But before I get straight in the video, you guys know what the deal is. Smash that like button, help me get more than 500 likes for this video, and you guys press the bell notification button as well so you're staying tuned to all things Blue Lines TV. Now you guys, I'm just going to say it straight away, the manager we have held discussions with is Pochettino of Tottenham. But at the same time, don't get it twisted, I'm not saying that he's become priority number one, but let's not forget, as I've said before and what we've heard from Matt Law as well, to further back what I've been saying as well, Roman Abramovich is a massive admirer of Pochettino. Ideally, that's his first choice manager that he'd like to bring in to the club. And the club are hoping to take a punt at it to try and bring him to Chelsea. Now you guys, for the second part of this video, I will be giving my own personal thoughts and opinions on this story, so make sure to listen to them after I report the news to you guys. As I said earlier, Matt Law actually did report as well that Roman does like Pochettino and would like to bring him to the club. So again, there's validity behind these claims. And you guys, it's not the first time that I've reported news and you've heard about it in the press later on. And it's no surprise that reports are coming out that Tottenham are looking at potential candidates to possibly replace Pochettino if he did leave. And it gets you thinking, why all of a sudden will reports be coming out that Spurs are looking at potential candidates? Cast your minds back to when it came out that Arsenal were looking at managers for next season. At that time, Wenger was still the manager at Arsenal, and no one was really understanding why these reports were coming up. But with how this industry works, there's never smoke without fire. And when I first heard those reports, I had a feeling that Wenger would potentially be leaving Arsenal at the end of the season, and then a few weeks later, he announced it himself. News wouldn't come out for no reason if there wasn't a possibility that Pochettino might be leaving Spurs this summer. Still, getting back to the exclusive Pochettino news, Pochettino and his representative have held talks with Chelsea over this past 20 days. And the reason for this is that Pochettino is not happy with the low amounts of wages he's earning at Tottenham at this moment in time. A report came out, I think, during the start of the season in regards to Tottenham's owner, Daniel Levy. And it came out that he was actually earning £6 million a year. And reports did come out that Pochettino was earning 5.5 million a year, which isn't the case. He's earning roughly 3.5 million a year, and his owner's nearly earning double the amount compared to the manager. And when you look at other top managers managing top clubs like Conte, who's earning more than Levy, of course, but he's earning more than double what Pochettino is getting at this moment in time. And to me, it's not really a surprise. We've had so many stories of unrest behind the scenes, and that's because a lot of people aren't getting the money they feel they're owed. Look at Alderweireld, for example. His agent's been pushing for a move since last season. It looks like he could potentially be leaving in the summer. And if anything, if you're a Spurs fan listening to this video, you have to question if Levy really has ambitions for the club. I can tell you guys that if we were to bring in Pochettino, it will cost up to £50 million. And I can tell you that Pochettino is a massive admirer of the academy. And as I keep stressing to you guys, the club are caring about player development for next season. This is why you've heard me say this so many times when I brought you news on other managers we have been linked with. Tuchel, Jardim, Sarri. Now why is that? That's because the club are serious about player development for next season. It's one of the first two questions that they talk about with potential candidates. I can tell you guys that Pochettino doesn't necessarily care about signing a ton of players. He's happy to have 3 players coming in during the summer and working with what he has. But, and there is one big bombshell, Pochettino was very frank and honest with the club. He did tell us that he would ideally like to sign for Real Madrid. He'd sign for us as a stepping stone to join Real Madrid. And I can tell you that they've held 2 meetings during the past 20 days. Now, this is the part of the video where I give my personal thoughts and opinions. Now, you might be thinking, Nini, you've spoken about so many managers you've had meetings with. You guys, that's the reality of how football works. Cast your minds back to last summer when we were speaking to Sampaoli and Conte at the same time. Now, the reason why I personally feel that we haven't really focused on one candidate so far, but we've really cast our nets wide to really see who we can bring in and who's interested, is because I think that the club are hoping to see if Pochettino will be available during the summer. And I'm saying that because, as I've said so many times before, and as Matt Law has said himself, Roman Abramovich loves Pochettino. I think that Pochettino is key in regards to really quickening the pace to who's going to be the new manager for next season. Once it's confirmed whether he's going to stay or leave, join us or join another club, that's when we'll start to see more managers really picking their final destinations. Paris Saint-Germain are massive admirers of Pochettino, and ideally, if he was available, they'd like to go in for him as well. And of course, Real Madrid have that potential interest in Pochettino as well, and who knows if Zidane's going to be there for next season or if he's going to leave during the summer. Now, the fact that Pochettino has been having meetings with the club, it really tells me that he's potentially thinking about leaving Tottenham. Now, as it was reported by the BBC, Pochettino came out talking about how Tottenham need to take risks to try and reach the next level of their development. They need to improve in order to try and win trophies. And he said that he wants to discuss his future with Daniel Levy. Now, this is where I'm going to talk about the reality of the situation. Now, we know that when a manager or a player wants certain demands met, they do like to try not threaten the club, but they like to see what their options are. They like to see what's available for them. And by doing this, this puts pressure on the club they're at. Levy couldn't afford to lose Pochettino, especially with how well Spurs have been progressing over this past couple of years, and it's solely come down to Pochettino. Now, if Pochettino wants to get a bigger wage, I'm sure Levy will, fall into those demands. If Pochettino wants more strength in the transfer window, I'm sure that Levy will try and work something out as well. But I do think it's quite telling that Pochettino is basically saying that he wants to speak to Daniel Levy to really assess the past 4 years. And I think it's quite telling that Pochettino himself stated that he thinks that Daniel Levy will be listening to him. But again, everything falls down to Daniel Levy. We know he's very notorious when it comes to negotiations and negotiating with. And we know that at Tottenham, he's happy to let people go if they're too expensive. Case in point with Alderweireld. Still, we are seeing a bit of a ruthless side from Pochettino. In a way, he is kind of holding Spurs at a ransom in terms of, well, if you don't give me my demands, I'm going to move on during the summer. And this whole 4-year period will amount to nothing because you can imagine so many players leaving. You can imagine a Harry Kane leaving. You can imagine a Dele Alli leaving. And Spurs will go back to being what they were beforehand. You guys might think I'm being a bit too cynical, but you guys know that I like to speak with a lot of reality anytime it comes to football. Do I think that Pochettino will be the new Chelsea manager next season? No, I personally don't think that's going to be the case, but crazier things have happened. Still, there are some positives. One, it tells you that Chelsea is still a massive opportunity for a lot of managers out there. Two, it tells you that our academy is revered and a lot of managers would like to work with the youth at the club. And three, I feel that we'll get that sense of closure. If Pochettino says he's not going to come, that means that we can stop focusing any potential efforts with him and let's really move to priority options. Now, for me, I think Sarri has a massive opportunity and I think Jardim is a close second in regards to the race for the Chelsea manager job. Still, you guys, that's the exclusive news surrounding Pochettino and Chelsea. I hope you guys enjoyed. You guys know what to do. In the comment section below, let me know your thoughts and opinions. What did you think about the news I gave you guys? Would you be happy with Pochettino? Do you think it's a waste of time even speaking to him? Or do you think there's a possibility that we can bring him to the club for next season? But anyway, you guys, thank you for watching. Please help me get more than 500 likes for this video. Please press the bell notification button to stay tuned to all things Blue Lions TV. I'm Nini FC. This is Blue Lions TV. Signing out.